Here's a great little practical technique to help learners visualize stress and connected speech. It's free, requires no preparation, and the only tool you need you carry around with you all the time, your fingers. Okay, are you ready? Hi, I'm Jo Gakonga. I'm a CELTA and MAT SOL tutor, and I've got a website at elttraining.com where I make video-based material for English teachers like you. So if you find this helpful, like, subscribe, check it out. Okay, are you ready? Let's start with word stress. Photograph, 3 syllables, so we can show it like this. Photograph, stress here. Note that I hold up my hand like this, 1 finger for each syllable, but I start from this end. Why? Because we read from left to right, so I want my learners to see it from left to right. So that's starting on the right side for me. It's a bit counterintuitive at first, but you do get used to it. Try another one. Photography, 4 syllables. Photography, stress. Another useful way to use this technique is for connected speech, where words start running together and it's difficult for learners to hear what's going on. There are a couple of ways that this can be helpful for contractions and for weak forms. So we'll start with contractions. That's where words have a weak form that's also got a written form, like it is its, or you are, your. Use your fingers again, but this time 1 finger represents 1 word, and you slide them together to show the contraction. I will do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. She is going to town. She's going to town. The final thing I want to show you is probably the most useful, because learners often don't realise what's happening, and that's using your fingers to show weak forms of auxiliaries and prepositions and pronouns when there's no written form. Where do you live? Say it slowly. Where do you live? With separate fingers, showing the words that are stressed, starting on your right, remember? Where do you live? Showing the stress on the where and the live. Now listen, is it do and you? Where do you live? No, it's je. You can show how sounds change and connect. Where do you live? Where do you live? Let's add in a contraction too. She is going to go. She's gonna go. She's gonna go. And this is weak. She's gonna go. She's gonna go. Just before we finish, I promised you some helpful tips to make this work well, and here they are. Number 1, remember to start on your right and go to your left, this way. That gets easier with practice. Number 2, each finger either represents a syllable or a word, but don't confuse the 2 things and try to do both at the same time. And number 3, don't go too fast, especially with the first model. Keep it simple and clear. Have a go in your next lesson and let me know if it helps. It takes a bit of practice, so try it out in front of a mirror before you try it out in front of your class, but it's worth it. It's a great little teaching tool to have in your armoury. If you like this and you'd like more help with teaching pronunciation, then check out my Teaching Pronunciation Made Easy course. If you want to stop avoiding pronunciation and start to make it a useful part of your teaching, this is the ticket, and your learners will thank you, I promise. See you there.